Welcome to Depraved Society, where together we will explore our depraved society. Before we begin, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing this video. It's free and it helps the channel grow. Today we're going to be talking about Alarma, which was a Mexican magazine. It specialized in covering news about crime, murder, and showed images of scantily clad women. It was founded by Carlos Samoya Lizarraga, who was a journalist. It was first publicated on April 17, 1963. When it first started publication, only about 3,000 magazines were produced per week. The creator's intention was to create a magazine that would specialize in crime. It set itself apart by showcasing graphic photos of cadavers. It had an array of sensationalized headlines. The magazine had its first success in 1964 when it covered a case known as Las Poquianchis. It was a case about 4 sisters that had a brothel. The 4 sisters had young women there against their will. They would prostitute them and torture them. During the investigation, officials found out that they had committed several murders. The 4 sisters went under the radar because they offered corrupt police officers sexual favors in exchange for bar permits and their silence. I'm going to be making a separate video about them soon. Carlos Samoya Lizarraga sent one of his journalists, Jesus Sanchez Hermosillo, to investigate the case and trial of the sisters. This case was very infamous and captivated Mexicans and the world alike. After its coverage of Las Poquianchis, the magazine published 140,000 to 500,000 issues per week. The magazine later covered the earthquake of 1985 in Mexico, and it revitalized the magazine's sales, and they were selling 2 to 2.5 million issues per week. Alarma began being distributed internationally and reached countries like the United States, France, Holland, Belgium, and Japan. In 1981, Miguel Angel Rodriguez Vazquez started his first job at Alarma. He later became the magazine's director. Every week, the magazine published a fresh stack of Gore-filled issues in newsstands internationally. In the beginning, they would cover major crime stories such as accidents and crimes of passion. However, since 2016, Mexico's bloody drug war had increased circulation of Alarma by 20%. Rodriguez's staff were paid to establish relationships with police and paramedics so they would show up to a crime scene and get the photo first. During the 2010s, their photos were mainly showcasing the gruesomeness of Mexico's cartels. La Familia Michoacana once tossed the decapitated heads of 5 rivals into a discotheque. Ciudad Juarez was home to a fierce battle involving the Sinaloa cartel. The mayor of Cancun was indicted for being involved with the cartels as well. Rodriguez has stated that cartel violence has evolved over the years. He has said that in the beginning, when a drug trafficker was executed, they would shoot them with an AK-47 or throw them out of a moving car on the highway. During Alarma's last years in publication, Rodriguez had witnessed and documented cartels torture enemies, light them on fire, decapitate them, cook them, among many other gruesome acts of violence. The cartels and government officials would use magazines like Alarma to dominate the media. The cartels would hang banners tied to bridges that taunt the government or threaten another cartel. They would leave messages next to dead bodies with warnings, such as "This is what happens to thieves or enemies of the cartel." On the cover, there would be a message on a dead body that would be for a rival cartel, and on the opposite page would be the rival cartel's response. It would be a cartel tit-for-tat played out in a magazine. The Mexican government also used the magazine to spread its propaganda as well. The federales like to parade suspected cartel members in front of the media. This is called presentación. Rodriguez has stated that he wishes Mexico's drug war would end, even though it was profitable for Alarma. The end of Alarma came shortly before director Miguel Angel Rodriguez Vazquez died. Rodriguez died on March 16, 2014 of a heart attack. He was 50 years old. The last publication of Alarma was on February 17th, 2014. What are your thoughts on Alarma? And why do you think Alarma was so popular throughout these years? Please share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you and take care.